Desiree's Dream. Chapter 23. A Dream Come True. The sun had long since set, casting a warm glow over the land as Desi sat in her rocking chair, a contented smile on her lips. The air was thick with the scent of magnolias and the distant hum of crickets. Her lap contained a treasure trove of souvenirs, each holding a special place in her heart. Among these, a gold dollar coin, a gift from her father before the war, shone in the fading light. Desi traced its smooth edges with her fingertips before lifting it to reveal a photograph hidden beneath. The photo transported her back to the vibrant streets of Mardi Gras. There she was, dressed in the latest Parisian fashion, a vision of elegance and charm. Beside her stood Alex, looking dapper yet uncomfortable in his top hat and bow tie. A smile tugged at Desi's lips as she recalled his expression of good-natured discomfort. Closing her eyes, she breathed in the memories of their time together. Alex had been her constant companion, always willing to go above and beyond for her comfort and happiness. She remembered the garden he had planted, the game he had brought home after a day of hunting, and the countless nights he had tended to her during her illness, braving the rain to fetch medicine. At that moment, Desi felt a profound sense of peace. As she shifted the objects in her lap, her fingers closed around a familiar, beloved object, her clover. It had been given to her by a little one so many years ago and held a special place in her heart. She envisioned the magical spot where she had encountered the fairies, their glittering wings, and mischievous smiles. Desi smiled sadly, knowing those days were a distant memory, and her dream of becoming a fairy herself had perhaps been a childhood fantasy. Slowly, time passed, marked by the changing seasons and the city's growth. One day, Desi found herself on the banks of the river, the same clover clasped tightly in her hand. She tugged at a petal, her mind drifting to Alex. Her heart swelled with a love that could fill a lifetime. The clover, now accompanied by a gold ring on her finger, served as a reminder of the journey they had embarked on together since that fateful day when she was 8 years old. Desi's thoughts turned to a long summer night illuminated by a magnificent glow. She had been granted 3 wishes, which she had never used. Desi remembered a night long ago. She recalled the unspent wishes, a secret she held dear. Her eyes lifted, drawn to a familiar figure approaching her. The years marked Alex gracefully, silver strands now weaved through his fiery hair, and laughter lines crinkled around his eyes, testaments to a life well lived. Yet his freckles remained forever youthful, dancing across his cheeks as he smiled softly. In his arms, he carried 2 precious bundles, André, the very image of his father, and Elizabeth, a golden-haired, blue-eyed child that Desi called their little fairy. He placed the twins on a blanket near Desi and turned his attention to his loving wife. With gentle steps, Alex neared Desi, his eyes locking with hers, conveying 1,000 unspoken words. Without hesitation, he drew her close, his embrace warm and protective. Desi's heart fluttered as their hearts synchronized, and in that moment, she felt the world around them pause. She knew her dream had come true, but she always wondered if she had seen the fairies or if it was just a dream of a young girl by the creek. Desi slowly opened her hand as she gazed into Alex's eyes and let the loosely held clover slip out of her palm, swept away by a playful breeze, drifting towards the creek as if carried by invisible hands. As it disappeared, the air shimmered, and a magical glitter rained from the tree branches above, capturing the pair in a dazzling cocoon. To this day, their story is retold throughout Mobile and beyond. Children still search for the magical clover along the rivers and streams, hoping to capture its wishes for themselves. If you ever find yourself in this enchanting city by the Gulf, look for that unique clover. It might make your dreams come true, or you can leave them to find your dreams, as it did for Desiree and Alexander all those years ago. The end.